Hi everyone, going to make a countdown from 2015 to 2016, and we do that by pressing delete, and we're going to add text. We're going to rotate it through the x-axis, so we type in RX90, and we go to edit mode over here. We press backspace a few times and we type in 201. Go back to object mode, and we're going over here to text mode, where we're going to size it up 3, and we're going to extrude it at 0.4. We're going to bevel it a little bit by 0.05, and you got something like this. You could choose another letter type if you want, another font. You can press over here, go to Windows Font, or another place where your font is stocked, and you choose the font that you want. You can shear it by clicking 2, try 3, 4, 5 degrees if you want, but I'm not interested in that. I love it like it is. So we're going to add some colors, materials, and I'm going to choose new over here, which double click on it, and we're going to say that this is gold, and we choose in diffuse gold, but gold is a little darker, like that. We're going to give it more intensity. We're going to reduce the hardness a little bit to 0.25, and we're going to let it illuminate a little bit more. Give some shyness to 0.25. Okay, now we're going to add the 5, the 6, and etc. So before we do that, we're going to Shift D, and we're going to move it in X direction. X is that line, and we're going to move it that the 2 in front of it is next to the 1. And now we're going to switch. We're going to say this is 5, so backspace and say 5. Good. Go back to object mode. And if we look over here, then we have the text, double click on it, and we say this is 201, sorry, double click on that, and this is number 5. Now we're going to add number 6. To do that, we select the 5, use Shift D, left mouse click, double click on that one, say 6, and we're going to change the 5 in a 6. To do that, we go from object mode to edit mode, backspace 6, enter object mode. If we over here, if we click on the eye of the 5, you see the 6 standing. If you click on the 6, you see the 5 standing. Okay, this is looking good so far. Now we want the numbers to go down from 9, 10, etc. 9, 8, etc. So to do that, we select the 6 or the 5. It's not important. We use Shift D, and we say in Z direction, and we move it up like that, and we move it aside around somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to go for the full numbers, but I'm going to show you what the principle is. So we double click on that one, and we say T, because this is the time, and let's say the time starts off 9, let's say 9, and we're going to edit mode now, and I'm going to say this is 9. Okay. Do the same, Control D, Shift D, sorry, left mouse click, go down, say T8, like that, go to edit mode, and say 8, and object. If we switch off the eye of the 9, you see the 8 standing. The same for the next one, so Shift D, and if you do that, no problem, press escape, double click on the T8111, put in T7, and we're going to edit mode, backspace 7, object mode. I'm going to show you once, and then we're going to the rest do. Just press on the eye of the 8, you see the 7, Shift 7, pay attention that your cursor has to be on the screen, left mouse click, double click on that, v2.76, sorry. Go to edit mode, press 6, and go back to object mode, lay off 7, and so on. I'm going to return when at 0. So go on like that. So I returned. So if it is looking okay with you, you have to have something like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now is the best time to save everything that you have. If you want these numbers in another color, sorry, no problem. You go to this mode. You want to give it another color, press X, say new color, and say for instance red. You choose red over here. Put the hardness to 0.25, like that, and illumination to 0.25, like this. And if you select it and you click on red, your number is lighted up red. So if you want the other numbers also to be red, you can choose that one, select red. If you want or if you want another color for your for that one, you can add another color and say for instance I want to be blue, and you say I choose blue. Okay, if you want your 7 to be in green, for instance, choose green. And so on. I'm going to leave the rest to what it is. I'm going to choose for that one red. Sorry, mistaken, because I forgot to select the 6. 6 red. 5 to be green. 4. Pay attention that you select them, or you get the same trouble as I do. 4 is blue. 3, lighten it up, should be red. 2, select 2, and this one should be green. And 1 blue, green, blue, and the last one should be red again. Okay. Now we're ready to start with the next thing, and the next thing is to show it. But before we do that, I'm going to delete the lamp. I don't need a lamp. I'm going to show you why. And you choose world. I'm going to choose a background for the world, and I'm going to say I want a little green background. For that you can choose whatever you like, but I want an environment lighting, so the lighting should be equal every time or every position. Now before we do anything else, we're going to position the camera first. So right click on the camera, press 7, and we're going to position it in the center of the letters or numbers. Press R to rotate, and we're going to bring it straight. Do the same with the 3. Press 3, move it side down and sideways like that, and we're going to rotate it. Press R, rotate it like that. 7, 3. It's going not. I'm going to bring it a little more backwards. Now to see what the camera sees, is we press 0 on the num keyboard like this, and we press N. That menu pops up, when where we see lock camera to view, we click on it, and now we can position the letters or the numbers and where we want them, like you want to see. I think this is looking okay. Now unlock camera view, go with the cursor in the center, press 0 again, and we're going to render to see what we got already so far. Don't pay attention to that because you see every number now. Okay, this is good. Now, we first of all, on the render, we choose over here RVE, right? Select the output directory where the file is going to be, and say quality 100%. Select your frames as you want. Okay, when this is done, we're ready now to go to the next level and make the animation. To do that, we press N to close the window, like this, and we open up. Just left mouse click on that one, move it to the left side, and over here we choose dope sheet, where we're going to see everything that we want. And okay, when this is done, we're going to add object, animation, insert keyframe, and we're going to say lock location. So this is done. Now going to position 20, and now we're going to say what we want to see and what we are not willing to see. So this one is always staying on because these are the first numbers which we were going to see. The 5 I want to see also, so I press E at that one. The 6 I don't want to see, so I click on the camera so I don't see it, and I press now E again. Scroll down. I don't want to see the time 0, so I click on it, press E. The same with the 1, click on it, press E. 2, click on it, see E. Click on it, press E. Click on it, press E. It's because I was too fast. Your cursor has to be on the camera. Press E. Click on it, 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 E. But leave the camera to what it is, because I want to see the number 9. Now, at this position, you can see that every point that he has marked over here is the things that you're going to see or not going to see. So if we go now to position 40, we do the same. Okay, we say at position 40, I don't want to see the number 9, so click on it, press E. I want to see the 8, press on it, press E. I don't want to see 7, so E, 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 E. We do that for every one we already selected. So now we go to 60. And we do the same. 60, I don't want to see the time 9, E. I don't want to see the 8, click on it, press E. I want to see the 7, click on it, E. I don't want to, just press E, E. Every time it has to be yellow. So just press E when nothing's changing, E, E. When you've done that, scroll back to underneath, do the same at position 80. At position 80, we do E, E. I don't want to see E. I want to see, left mouse click on it, E. I don't want to see the rest, so E, 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 E. Okay, go back again. Go to position 100. E, E, E. I don't want to see, left mouse click E. I want to see E. E, 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 E. Go underneath, the same at position 120. The same, E, 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 E. Click on it, E. Click on it, E. E, 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 E. E, E. Okay. Go position 140. E, 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 E. Don't want to see it, E. Want to see it, E. E, E, E. E, E. Go over to position 160. If you're not correct position, you can type in over here 160 if you want. E, 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 E. I don't want to see E. I want to see E, 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 E. Sorry. Click on it again. E. I don't want the camera. But it's not important. E, E. It's not that bad to click on that one. He just made an extra line if you want to switch off on the camera, but I don't want, so I'll leave it like that. Now go to 180. E, 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 E. E, don't want it E, I want it E. E, 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 E. Okay, position 200. E, 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 E. E, E, don't want to see it. E, I want to see 0. E, and at that time the 6 appears. Click on it. E, E, the 5 is gone. Click on it. E, and for the rest of the time it stays that way. So 220. E, 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 E. You don't change anything. E. If you don't want to see the time 0, you click on it, press E again, and it will be gone. E, E, E. 240. We do the same. E, 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 E. E, 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 E. E, E, E. Going to make another one, 260. Before that, we have to say that the end position should be 260 then. Switch to 260 over there. And we do the same again. E, 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 E. That comes up because I was next to the positioning with my cursor, and that point he says it cannot be. Okay, when this is done, everything is okay over here. You can check if you want. For instance, you can say when I'm over here and I want render, you will see 9. If you're position 30, you will see an 8. Sorry, position 8. You have to see an 8 rendering. If you're 61, 60, 61, it should be a 7. And you're, and so on and so on. Now, you're ready to render. I'm going to let it render now. So we go to animation, start up the animation at position 0. So click at the start, position 1, start the rendering, and he's going to start, in my case, with 9. If you got other numbers, he starts up with the numbers that you have chosen, and so on. So I'll let it render because it is a slow computer, and I come back when everything is done. Hi, the rendering is already done. So if you want to see the result, you click on a render, play rendered animation, and you see what's going on now. Need to put it over here. Now he's going to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, and the 0 is gone. Now he starts over again, no problem. You can do a lot of other things also. I'm just giving you some bright ideas to go on with it. You could add some different colors to the background when it smashes over from 2015 to 2016. You can add some objects that you not see when it's 2015 or 2016, just enters when 2016 is. So it's the same principle as you have over here. You can lay the, for instance, if you have a bottle of champagne next to 2016, you switch off the bottle of champagne until you reach the time that you switch on the 6, and every time you have that champagne, you click it off and press E, 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 and when the 6 appears, you have the camera switched on, you switch on the bottle of champagne. I'm going to show you the principle with an extra plane. So I'm going over here, go back to 3D mode, and we're going to add mesh plane. We're going to bring it in position somewhere over here. We rotated it in X, so RX90, and we're going to make it a little larger, so we press S to enlarge it a little bit, like that. Okay, it's a bit too large now. And we're going to give it a color, so we're going to say, for instance, it should be purple, but light purple, like that. Okay, good. We're going to let it illuminate a little bit. Okay, it's good. So I don't want to see it just at 2016, so we go back to position 10. Sorry, 20, where we're going to say plane, I don't want to see you, press E. And at position 0, I think also, so sorry, forgotten about it. I don't know why I've chosen that one. It should be at 20. And press E. Go back at position 1. And the plane should be off, so I press E also. Now we go to 40. The plane should be off. You can say, okay, I want it at 60 also, and you press E to be sure that it is off, or you go the whole way up till, I think it's 200. We're going to see, in here it is switched on because the number 6 is already on, 16. So I say on, press E again, to be sure that it is on 180. The 6 is still off, so the plane should be off also. E. Now, I'm going to let it render again, and I'm going to show you in a minute the result. So we choose render animation. The animation starts over again, and come back when everything is done. So if you remember well, at the position when he comes over from 2015 0 to 2015 1 to 2016 0, the background should be switching from green to purple. So we're going to play it, and you're going to see in a few seconds what the result is. Now he's going to switch like this. You see? So if you like what you see, you could subscribe to my channel. I'll make a second part. This part 2 will be that there will be some stars appearing up and on after this. Thank you for watching.